just his track in the basement from all the offcuts. Because you kind of know the nuts and bolts of that scenario, it does work. You know, where other writers have tried to do that, but you do it really simply. But kind of other writers have tried to just show that process in the studio, how just stumbling upon luck it is, and other people get it wrong and you got it right, so that's why it works sometimes. But we'll move on to another character, okay?
So, one of the reasons why the book does work so well on a different level is because of Terry Rawlings. Brilliant character. A couple of people I know is their favourite character in that film.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
You know, it's kind of like, would you, kind of like, so convincing as like a kind of a corporate wrecking ball fixer, of a destroyer of a corporation, you know, doing the dirty work for corporations or for somebody. But you know, it kind of feels like you could have his own book, really.
You're actually, the only other person who said that was Charlotte. So Charlotte's the second year that. Terry Rawlings is a sort of hitman with this one who still Fox, you know. When you move to the world of the super rich, you kind of meet people who look, if you need something taken care of, they do it. So Terry's that kind of character in this book, and he was, sometimes those minor characters are kind of really fun to write, but he's not in there that much. But I think, yeah, I might look into that, really. Well, I tell you what it would be quite a commercial idea, which I would like. I mean, I kind of wish that I did write more commercial. I'd like to say, well, perfectly frank with you, I'd like to sell more books.
You'd be like an evil equaliser.
If you're a really terrible Russian oligarch who wants to kill an innocent person, he's your guy. So again, that's where I would go, and that's immediately not commercial. I would hate that character. But I think as a writer, you're sort of saddled with the kind of preoccupations that you have. And, you know, for instance, my second novel, The Amethyst, and I wrote that, and it's kind of about infidelity and drug dealing and golf and small town gangsters set in Ayrshire. But when I pitched the book to Random House, I started by saying, oh, it's kind of a bit golf, and it was literally, what? I mean, nobody could believe it. And once I retold that as gangsters, golf, infidelity, drug dealing, okay, that's alright. But I don't always have the most commercial instincts. Like with this book, when I went in and said, yeah, and the other lead character's going to be a paedophile, and people were like, what? It just seemed fun to me. The reaction, I thought some people will phone you up going, and I did find some of the Lucius Dupre chapters quite hard to read, you know, I'm a parent. I said, well, I'm a parent, I'm not a fucking paedophile, man. No children were buggered in the making of this book. It's not a fucking documentary, you man can't, I made it up. Relax, think, chill out.
So it leads on my question of this. I'm generally interested to know the answer to this. You know, one point in the book it feels like it's seeking from a particularly mental episode of House of Cards into Die Hard 1. Okay. How do you control yourself when that plot comes into vision? How the fuck do you control what you're doing when you're writing? How do you do it?
Actually, I think that you don't. No, I wouldn't mind getting that quote in the book. House of Cards, Die Hard 1. You kind of, in ways I do, in ways I don't. I think the only thing that was quite adhered to in this book was I knew it was going to take place in America in 2017 between it begins in Trump's inauguration in January and it goes to the bulk of the book, with one exception, goes to America withdrawing from the Paris climate agreement, and that was in June. So I was kind of quite rigidly tied to news events that happened there. I had to try and get the story to map against it. And it will have a strengths and weaknesses. One of my strengths as a writer is definitely not following a timeline exactly. Sometimes that's where a good editor can help you. But as I said at the beginning of the talk, the idea of using stealth fox as a way to look at Trump's America seemed like a lot of fun to me. And I kind of had it in my head that it would be interesting. You're dealing with two incredibly rich, amoral guys. Could they cross paths at some point? Which took a bit of jiggling with the running of the plot and the news events. But during the research, I found out that there was a very minor character, the Second Coming TV producer, who retired to Florida. And Trump spent quite a bit of time at Mar-a-Lago, his estate in Florida, and sort of March 2017. So I managed to engineer a sort of reality with two, you know, obviously I'm not mad, Trump's real and Still Fox is not, we can put them away. But I'll read you a very short extract from when this kind of happened. We're in the, Still Fox is actually in Miami for the Winter Music Conference. And manages to engineer a lunch, I'll just find the page, at Mar-a-Lago with his old producer mate, when he suspects Trump might be there. And as was the case in reality, Trump would do this, he'd go there and he'd just fucking stroll about the place, lodging it, high-fiving people. And so I thought it's not a total stretch that they might have crossed paths. Just then, a charge shoots through the room. A hushed murmur, a collective intake of breath. The air seemed to tighten around us, as if the available oxygen were being sucked out to feed the needs of something far, far greater. It's something I've experienced before, when you walk into a room with someone who is very, very famous. Dick and I turn our heads at the same time, just as a collective cheer goes up, and we see him over on the other side of the room, surrounded by guys in dark suits